So assumedly we're going to use this time machine to go back to the bit that happened at the start when they were going, Jack Joyce is over here, and we managed to get away.
Yes. Presumably, in the end, but we might have to build it first. Might need repairing.
There's some schematics for the time machine. I don't think we have to repair anything.
Activate the core.
Yeah, I've got to look around.
Any more of those buttons?
No, nothing I can make sense of.
Yes, there is. You lie.
Parents killed in Riverport car crash, 1999. Anthony and Catherine Joyce, within walking distance of the family's front door. Catherine lost control of the car after collision with another vehicle and crashed into a utility pole.
Oh.
The other car left the scene. They left behind 2 children, promising young physicists William Joyce and Jack Joyce, underage.
Oh, right. That's his backstory then. Oh, ping. Radar's gone.
That's the 5th chronon source.
That means you've got enough now to double up and get that other one.
What one?
Shield, wasn't it? No, another one down.
I've got 2 points.
Time blast. Gives you a bigger radius.
Yeah, but like we never use that because that requires me to hold the button.
Oh, some at the other side of that lot.
Yeah, I'm running all the way around so I can see everything.
It's
Bit
all
dodgy
there,
that they built this whole time machine.
all running off those janky wires in the swim pool.
Plugged into the city's grid. Civilian's Guide to Time Travel, cliche working title. William Joyce. Open with a zinger. Schrodinger cat joke. Find appropriate accompanying cat photo. No cat photo. No science explained here. Marketing bullshit. Time machine works. Implications limitless. Give me your money spiel. Build up existence of time machine. Content here dependent on findings from first human tests later tonight. Findings, facts dumbed down to mouth breathers who will inevitably want to invest. Purpose of guide. Explain to mouth breathers how the machine works and why. Note, proofread and delete all mouth breather references. How research started, including gratuities for research grants, sucking ass, community and investors. Also thank Jack for his patience. Now that this is over, I promise to be there for him. Note, too personal. Pronon particles. No, nobody will give a shit about this or understand. Skip it. How time travel works. Simplest terms. Subject activates time machine. Step 1 core. Step 2 corridor. Subject sets the desired time travel date. Enters the corridor. Compare corridor to donut in shape to explain. No. Add joke. You don't want to eat this donut or your body will suffer terminal chronon saturation, leading to your slow but inevitable death. No. Cut joke. Disturbing. Subject walks around corridor, walking clockwise around corridor, travel to future, walking counterclockwise around corridor, travel to past, clock-like design, subject arrives at new time in future or past. Space-time continuum, travel across space. Time travel is not a portal, spatial destination will not always be the same as entry point. Time travel is tied to rotating black hole core. Explain the core first. Fuck it, just compare the core to a car engine. No, look up info on car engines. Subject will arrive in future past at the location where the time machine and core were located at that time. Cannot travel to a time when time machine and core are not active. Cannot travel to a time before core was first activated. Examples of how time travel works. In 1999, a time machine core is first activated. The time machine is located on an island. In 2000, the same time machine with the same core is moved to a circus tent. Teddy enters time machine in 1999 and travels to 2000. He exits the time machine and is in a circus tent. Use better examples, no circus tent. Teddy cannot travel to a time before 1999 because the core was not active. Will bang my goddamn head against the wall every time someone uses examples of not being able to go back and kill Hitler to try to sound clever funny. A dinosaur joke though? Explain you can't go back and see dinosaurs fucking sucks. Closed loops. In theory, all actions resulting from time travel already accounted for. Should not be able to change the past. Any attempt to change the past was already part of the chain of events in the first place. Already happened. Explain Novikov self-consistency principle under heads go pop. Metaphor to explain closed loops. Time is an egg. You can move the egg, but no matter where you move it, the same chicken will hatch. No, terrible example, plus you could just eat the fucking egg. An egg is sitting on a table. You leave the room, come back and the egg is broken on the floor. You aren't sure what happened, but it saddens you. The egg was important to you because insert reason that makes sense here later. You travel to the past to prevent the egg from breaking. When you arrive in the past, you rush over to the table, accidentally bump it, the egg falls and breaks. You caused the very thing you tried to prevent, closed loop. Why the hell do all my examples end up being about eggs? Note, replace egg with something else. Well, he didn't.
He didn't.
He told us the time egg was fucked.
Yep.
Okay. I think that is everything. Is it? No, it's not. We've not been over here.
No, this is where she is.
Physicist on the Rise article, Dr. Joyce and Dr. Meyer became household names earlier this year when their paper on the proposed existence of a chronon field became one of the most hotly debated. Blah, blah, blah. William, raised in Riverport, wasn't satisfied. Estimated, got a grant. Joyce aims to demonstrate clear proof of the so-called Mayer-Joyce field, as well as potential applications for the manipulation of this field. Research timeline has been established with milestones that point to early 1999, when the period when this research will be ready for public unveiling.
All right.
And that was written in 1997. And then the time egg. Time machine room map. That's all the narrative objects. We've found everything in the room.
We have. Oh.
We can boot this. We can look at this over here.
It says the time machine core needs to be reset.
Great. What the hell does it look like?
A round thing in the middle. I think.
Try resetting. Yeah, that was...
I can't activate the core till it's reset.
Yeah, but I'm booping everything, Jack. Let me boop things. This is like a budget DIY version of the one we had at the start.
Yeah, you got to find something now to boop.
We've got to go into here and
We'll go into the core, into the middle. Yes.
boop
Where
the
is
time
it?
egg.
There's a time egg down there. How do you get
Can
to
I
it?
just walk down there then?
Yeah.
I can. Core
Just waiting
access.
for you.
How you doing? Well, we know there's nothing else to collect, so I guess we just boop the time egg. Yep, nothing but a time machine core.
Hey! It looks like I can reset the core from here.
No shit, Sherlock.
Sure you know what you're doing there?
Nope.
No clue. But I did help Paul set up the machine at the university.
Which then caused the fracture.
Look, Will knew the calculations were wrong. I'm hoping that means he knew what he was doing here. This is what Will was leading us to. We have to test it.
But if we test
core.
it,
That's what we set up first.
if we test it, will it not send out chronon particles that will then alert Monarch, who will then
This
show
could
up?
actually be the key to finding the countermeasure.
It is the countermeasure.
We'll see.
It's not the
Still
countermeasure,
resetting.
it's just a time machine. Oh.
The core is reset. We need to activate it from the control booth.
The controls are up here, according to the monitor.
Come on, Jack, get up there.
Now you'll go up the steps.
Damn realism in my time travel game. Right. You alright?
This is gonna work. It has to.
You guys aren't actually planning to use this machine, are you?
Yep.
So I guess you're not at all concerned that one guy jerry-rigged this entire thing together? Because I think I literally see duct tape. Okay, no, this is a great idea. Yeah, no way that this is gonna backfire.
Nope.
Here goes nothing.
Ooh. I'm sure Monarch will detect this.
What was that?
Black hole.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
It worked. It actually worked. Okay, we activate the corridor next.
Okay, there's no way that thing should be exposed like that.
No, it's cool. Look, seriously, don't worry about it.
Don't worry. We'll get this working.
We've done this before.
Core. Wait, Monarch said what they stole from the university was some kind of core. It's...
One of
The
them.
core for a time machine. We're not the only ones who have one.
Christ. What are they planning to do with it?
Serene's plans are focused on the future, not the past. But to succeed, he needs absolute control. A time machine is control.
Well, there's a line between control and playing God, and this crosses it by a long shot. This is insane.
The time egg is fucked,
There's a
Amy.
light blinking here. Might be what you're looking for.
Do you want to talk anymore, Amy?
That's a lot to take in, isn't it?
Well, I stopped trying to make sense of all this around the time that you started teleporting.
Yeah, still trying to figure that one out myself. I think we're ready.
Wait, we're actually gonna run this thing? Really?
No shit, Sherlock.
Are you sure that it's... This isn't exactly an easy bake oven. Maybe we should start by finding the instruction manual?
Just hit her.
You honestly think that's gonna help?
Probably not. Which is all the more reason to avoid this. I mean, have you ever seen the movie The Fly?
Yep.
I do not want to be the Jeff Goldblum of this story.
Well, the time egg is fucked, so I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah, it's going to happen whether you want to join in or not.
Based on how time travel works, from what they said at the start, we've already done this.
Yeah. Right.
The corridor. It's key activated. Will's key. Thank God.
I'm waiting for Monarch to pop in and start shooting.
Is that supposed to do that?
Yep.
Will's key did that?
Yeah.
Key to a time machine, and he left it in a trunk of his goddamn car.
That's my brother in a nutshell.
That didn't sound good.
Fuck. Let's just hope it still works.
Got 2 red lights. Set the date. When are you going back? How far are you going?
Well, we're not going back to the university demonstration.
Oh, I think they're just doing a little test run, aren't they?
Where do I set the date? Which computer was the one that set the date? Oh, it's the one over here. Oh, I walked slightly off the... There we go.
That one.
No.
What?
God damn it. I don't know. We were so close. I'm gonna try it again.
Yeah, like hell you are. You saw what happened. Something's wrong with the machine.
We don't know that.
You're not trained for this. Anything you do is gonna make it worse.
We
You
can't.
know I'm right.
Stop trying.
You lost people. You're angry. I get it. But this is bigger than us. We can't fix the machine.
Yes, we can.
No, we can't. Do you know how to
But
fix
I
the
might
time
know
machine?
somebody who can. Sophia Amaral.
The Monarch scientist. I saw her video near Ground Zero.
Serene's head of Cronin Research. She'll be at the Monarch Gala tonight, but security's airtight. She'll be nearly impossible to get to.
Unless I have an invite. Paul told me he expected me to meet him at that party.
Something tells me that was not a friendly invitation. Jack, no.
Just cut straight to handing ourselves in. But Paul can see all the timelines at once, so he knows whatever we're going to do before we do it, even if we go back and do it
In
before.
theory. As long as his head ain't gone bang.
End of Act 2.
Oh, no.
So there we go. So we will stop. I assume the TV episode is going to play now. So we will stop and then we will come back and give it a summary of the TV episode. I'm assuming that's what's going to happen. We've got a time machine, but we don't know how to use it.
It had 2 flicky red lights instead of green lights.
I don't know, I'm colourblind. Yep, TV episode.
Clear.
Not a TV
when I was
episode.
reliving the past.
Not a TV episode.
Once I caught up to the moment I had left, that ended.
Not a TV episode.
All I've had to go on since then are the plan and the visions.
I guess the TV
I knew
episode's
Jack would
after
come
this.
to me. I'd seen that. But I didn't know why, exactly. Or how it would end.
There he is. You were right.
Yeah, he's West.
My visions of the future aren't always clear, but they don't lie.
Speaking of lies, Joyce is saying he's discovered his brother's time machine.
We've spent 17 years looking for it, and he finds it in less than a day?
Does sound unlikely.
Still, we know it's out there somewhere, and we don't know what his brother managed to tell him.
If he really has located the machine, why would he come here and tell you? Smart Money says he's trying to play you.
Maybe, but the machine is out there. It's in our interest to find out where. And if Jack knows, I have to talk to him.
Right,
do
so I've
nicely.
forgotten that before it ends, we play as Paul.
Dr. Joyce could have provided the answer to that question.
William's attitude and knowledge made him a liability.
Is that angry young man going to cooperate any more than his brother did?
Oh, now we're playing as him.
Yeah.
You remember Jack as a
Like
close
last time.
friend, but that clouds your judgment. Don't make this personal.
It's not.
I think he's going to be a good
But don't
Wesker.
forget why we're here tonight. After what happened, our people need reassurance that we're in control. You're the man who can win them over. Let me handle Joyce, so you can concentrate on your speech.
I know what's at stake here, Martin.
I want to look at the shiny.
Dr. Sophia Amaral had taken over our Chronon research department after Dr. Kim's accident. She was the only one who could treat the Chronon syndrome.
All right.
His first exposure resulted in extraordinary abilities. A second exposure caused his progressive condition. In Henry's case, that exposure transformed him into a chronon-disrupted wave-function subject, or a shifter. It is, of course, clear that Mr. Serene and Henry's conditions are essentially the same thing, even if Mr. Serene's case hasn't progressed so far. It's not clear how Henry could have been exposed to such a powerful dose of chronon particles. Not surprised that Martin Hatch was unwilling to discuss this. He was the only other person present in the lab when the accident took place. But I don't know why he was there or what happened, and he claims to have no memory of the events. Despite this, Martin somehow managed to contain Henry in the artificial zero state field set up in the lab. Dude, Hatch is so fucking
Tangled.
clearly not from this timeline and evil, and is advising us. One narrative object, and we got a little view of...
The mansion was an extravagance, but it was useful for events like the gala, and it deflected attention from our nearby R&D facility.
Yeah, we have the time powers too.
Oh. Something over there.
The time egg is fucked. I'm gonna have to do some editing. I don't want to do editing, but I thought it was gonna go to the TV show. I'd forgotten about playing as Paul Serene.
Meet Jack, follow Hatch. Oh, what's that?
That's a shiny sports car.
What's it? Shiny sports car. And a box.
What are these doing here? We should be set up by now.
It's all on schedule. You're micromanaging again.
And you're seizing power.
Yeah. What's in those little bags?
Don't know. They're little gift bags with the Monarch logo on them.
Yeah.
Well, they are having a gala.
Yeah. Doesn't look much of a gala though, does it?
I assume that a certain somebody
And here you are.
is going to break out and do time.
I had to
things.
see the lifestyles of the sick and traitorous up close and personal. And it was such a nice invitation.
Look, there's red barrels over there.
How do you want to deal with this, Paul?
Oh.
How do we want to deal?
Focus on your personal business or the mission.
I could still try to reach Jack and make him see reason. Or I could let Hatch deal with him so nothing would distract me from leading Monarch.
Ah.
Business or personal? Let's show personal. Well,
Up into the past. I tried to change things.
Answer me this question, Paul.
I once trusted Jack more than anybody. It was my only chance to make him understand the truth.
The fuck do you mean nobody got a look at the shooter?
But without me there to give the speech, my empire would start to crumble like a house of cards.
okay, let's have a look
Okay.
at business.
I believe that with hope comes miscalculation. And as you and I are well aware, Mr. Joyce, with miscalculation can often come catastrophe.
Oh, he's going to be a good
And that
Wesker.
leaves me with you, Mr. Joyce.
But my old friend would be a lost cause. Dead and buried, along with the rest of my past. Tonight is a celebration in face of darkness. Tonight we celebrate because I promise to you that we are prepared. Monarch would grow stronger with my presence. The plan would go forward as intended.
I'm assuming he would do business then.
Ooh.
And Paul would do business and leave Jack to Mr. Hatch.
I don't know. He's got quite a friendly. He trusted him.
Yeah, but
I know which one I'd do. Which one would you do?
I think you'd do personal because it sounds like it's going to make things easier for us.
I don't know if it's going to make things easier. I think it's more the right thing to do than.
Yeah, but he should be concentrating on his business. If he's got this master plan to stop whatever's going to happen.
He hasn't. He's got a master plan to control everything. That's what Beth said earlier on, isn't it?
Yes.
So if he's in control, he's the boss. He's God.
But I don't think he cares about Beth.
No, but that's what she.
Yeah, but you've got to stop thinking of it in terms of what Jack's doing and start thinking of it in terms of what Paul's doing. I say business. I want to see more of Mr. Hatch.
Go on then.
Right.
We didn't come this far to get derailed now. You talk to him, find out what he knows, then get rid of him.
You're all heart, moneybags.
I know you want to make this all about you and me, Jack. But that's far away in the past now. And I have a speech to prepare for.
Start of Darkness.
I've seen where this leads. I've been to the end of time, and I've escaped it, all the way to 1999, when it all started. I've tried to change things, but by trying, I only made them happen in the first place.
See? Right, now that should be the end of the episode and the start of the TV show.
That is the egg that's broke.
The time egg is fucked. 47% agreed. Well, it depends on whether you were trying to make it easier for Jack or if you were role-playing what Paul would have done. And I was role-playing what Paul would have done, which was just leave him to Mr. Hatch, who is clearly more than capable of fucking him up.
We'll agree to disagree on that one. So 47%. So 53% went the other way.
Making it easier on themselves, the cowards. I assume when I hit continue it will now start the TV show and then we'll come back afterwards and tell you what happened.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Yeah.
2.
Okay, so now we'll start recording. we saw the party. We saw Mr. Hatch having an argument with Sophia Amaral, who is treating Matey Boy's Cronon syndrome, which is getting worse.
Yeah.
But Mr. Hatch was also interrogating Jack.
Yeah, that was a bit.
And then Jack's locked up in a thing, and
He's got handcuffs
Mr. Hatch
on.
came in and gave him the key to the cuffs and gave him a gun. So I assume that's where we're going to be breaking out from. At the same time, the stutters are coming up. The tech geek basically got bluffed into going in with the chick at the big party, and then they all sort of met up, and we saw something quite terrifying. We found the missing doctor.
Yeah,
It's
Dr. Kim.
Dr. Kim is stuck in some sort of. He was in a pod, moving around very, very fast.
A Cronon life form.
Yeah, Cronon something life form.
He gone nutter.
Well, it wasn't that he was crazy. He was moving around really, really, really fast, and it said it exists. Time's going to end, and the only way to escape is to be in a lifeboat, which is why they've been building all these Cronon harnesses, so you can still move around when time stops.
Yeah, that's true.
But the stutters were all kicking off.
And getting stronger.
And then it kind of ended on a bit of a cliffhanger. But yeah, but Mr. Hatch is quite happy to let Jack out.
He let Jack out, and the other old boy was interested. They both sat in the police taxi, shall we call it?
Yeah. But we're essentially everyone is now on the island while the gala's going on. Stutters are happening.
And it's all going south.
And it's all going south.
Definitely.
Yes. So there we go. That's that. We'll go back to the main menu.
Yeah, it's very good.
And we got to Act 3, Part 1. Yes.
Yeah, breakout.
Fiona basically... Charlie we haven't seen at all. But,
Charlie's was in the... episode,
yeah, look, there we go. So we're going to kill our way across that island and get Dr. Amaral. Dr. Amaral does not like Mr. Hatch, and they were having a bit of a face-off.
They were, because she was trying to talk him into getting him to convince Paul that he might not be seeing the only outcome.
Yes, Paul's a bit obsessed with the timelines he can see, and Dr. Amaral is more concerned with stopping his Chronon syndrome before it disintegrates further.
And ensuring Monarch survives.
Yes, Mr. Hatch just gives a shit about Monarch and the lifeboat. There's something up with Mr. Hatch, because Mr. Hatch, literally, you can see him there. There's Jack in the thing. Mr. Hatch came in, gave him the key to cuffs and gave him a gun and then left.
Yeah, he did say it would be a good idea if Paul wasn't there anymore because he was a bit unstable.
Yes. So Mr. Hatch is more concerned with getting rid of Paul.
So the business choice wasn't necessarily the worst outcome.
No.
At this point in time.
I'm almost 100% we're going to have to kill Paul anyway.
You reckon?
Yeah. But it looks like we're going to be killing our way across that research facility in the next act.
Yeah, they've all got those harnesses on, so you need a big fat shotgun.
Yeah, there was a stutter in the live action episode, and then those harness guys came in to take out yeah, and it was quite interesting.
Can't say too much because it might make you change your mind as to which way you go.
Yes. Anyway, that's
the
us.
way we're going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's unless you want to do another thing.
No,
I think it's
no.
a bit late now. I work in the morning. My legs are fucking killing me.
They will be. Yeah. Yeah. You've done well.
Yeah. No, it's all right. I'm gonna have to edit that shit together though. I didn't want to do that.